out after work. I really need to try and make these films shorter because our internet has been really bad lately, and uploading even a 15-minute film takes hours and hours. I'm not sure what's going on, but more parts arrived today. My little carb rebuild kits, these are just little Chinese ones. I'm really just more interested in the gaskets here. I think the parts in these carbs should be fine. The needle, the jets, all of that's cleaned up nicely. It's just replacing the gaskets that I was really interested in. Possibly the needle valve, but we'll see. But 2 carbs and a spare, and this nice big box arrived. So this is from David Silver Spares in the UK, and I haven't actually looked in here yet. I've just taken the tape off so I could open it with one hand. So let's see what we've got. Lots of packing. Actually, this is going to be too hard to do with one hand because the things in the box are also in boxes. I'm assuming these are my engine gasket sets. So since I was getting one, I thought I would get one and a spare. So this should be all the parts I need to reassemble the engine now, which is really good. Oh, I've just noticed that it comes with new seals. I think I ordered those separately, but looks like the gasket set comes with those. So I probably ordered some parts I didn't need. This is where you have to go through all the packaging really carefully because there will be little bits and pieces. So this is obviously the exhausts. I didn't order too much. I didn't need too much, but I'm going to stop and actually open these up. I can't do it with one hand and I'm too lazy to get the tripod out. So my parts, I did order extra valve stem seals and exhaust gasket, exhaust pipe, copper gasket things, because I didn't realize they came in this kit. I just realized this does say full gasket set. Does it have, oh yeah, down in there, head gasket. So yeah, the full gasket set does have all the gaskets. So I ended up buying extra stuff I didn't really need. Looks like it's got all the little seals and things, which is good, because I was wondering about those. They go somewhere. I'm sure that'll all become apparent. I did get a replacement seat lock. It's obviously just a repo one, so that replaces this. It'd be interesting to see if I could take the barrel out of that repo one and put it in here, but I doubt it. I'm not sure that'll fit. But, I'll take that off and have a look at it. And the main thing was the exhaust pipes, and these look really good. I'm sure the chrome is not as good as the original, that's always a problem these days, but it's better than what I've got, because what I've got, I don't know if you can hear that, oh, you can probably see that, is full of rust. So they're rusting out. This one has already rusted out and it's been taped up. So it looks like all I need to do is move the brackets across to there and these will be good to go. So that was going to be the hardest part to find. There's no way I could get those any other way. So the buzzing noise in the background is the rear brake drum. I've got that sitting in the ultrasonic cleaner, cleaning that up. I might look at removing this old tyre, start getting the wheels ready to clean up. I did ring the oil seal people and I was able to add to my order these seals and the one on the rear wheel. This one's interesting because it's not flat. You can see it sticks up. So that may be a special Honda seal. So I'll have to be careful with that one because I suspect I need to reuse that. But that should be fine. While that's in the ultrasonic, I may reassemble the carburetors just so they're not all sitting in bits. And yeah, I think that's it. So quickly going through the things I've done tonight. I've rebuilt the carbs, new gaskets everywhere, new O-rings in the pilot jet. I used the original float bowls, but I had to adjust them. They were really out of adjustment. I think I'd mentioned that when I took these apart, that one float was sitting way different to the other. They were way out, so I've adjusted those, got them back to the right height. I did replace the needle valves in here because the original ones, I used a magnifying app on my phone and you can zoom in on things, and yes, they were definitely worn. They had a little ridge where they sealed, so I've put in the new ones. They seem to work well now. I've just blown through them and tipped them up and down just to make sure. So I think those should be good. I haven't replaced any of the jets or the needles or any of that. They all looked fine, so I'm going to go with the originals and see how I get on. So I do have all those replacement parts if I need them. And the rear brake mechanism, I put that in the ultrasonic cleaner. That cleaned up really well. The arm wasn't actually bolted on correctly. It wasn't fully, the bolt wasn't fully engaged. It was a bit strange. So I have fixed that up. Bit of grime in there I need to clean up. And I've fitted the new shoes, which are already wet with something, probably WD-40. That's not great. Because I did test them in the drum there. I'd forgotten I'd sprayed that so it wouldn't rust while I'm working with it. But that should be okay. I'll just wipe that off. And those new shoes seem really good. I've tried it on the drum and, you know, they're brand new. So it doesn't take much movement to get the rear brake to come on, which is what you want. And I've been measuring a few things. The clutch springs are well within spec. They actually seem a little bit long, so I'm not sure if those have been replaced with heavier duty ones. The springs are supposed to be 34.2. I measured them at 35, so just a little bit bigger. The limit is 33.1, so those will be fine, and they all measured the same, which was good. I've got the clutch discs in my rust killing solution because they are a bit grubby. I'm not sure if that's just clutch material that's sort of baked in there or surface rust. I think it's actually surface rust, so this will take care of that. I did check them on a piece of flat glass to make sure none of them were warped, and they're all fine. This is that pedal box that came out of that rust killing solution. It's come up really good. If it wasn't so cold, I'd give that a coat of paint now, but that can wait. And I'm just waiting for the seals. Once the oil seals arrive, I can actually start putting this back together. I think I've got everything I need now. So, yep, pilot jets are set to the starting position, which is 1 1/4 turns out. I'm not sure what the initial position is for the idle screw, so I've just left it with a little bit of a gap. So that should be enough to get it running, I hope. The other thing I need to figure out, because when I took it apart, there was only one fuel line. I'm not sure how the fuel gets from one carb to the other. I need to look that up in the manual. And these are the overflows. So it's good, we're making progress, and I'm really pleased with that new exhaust. I think that'll make it nice, and they're not full of rust and falling apart. So I'm not going for a concours sort of restoration here. I'm just going for a it's not covered in shit restoration. Just get everything clean and functional, basically.